I should have these prepared a little bit faster. Okay, so where we got to now is Drush Vav. We got to a new Drush. You can drink here. Drush Vav. So what's Drush Vav about? Being in Tefillin Kesvaras Rabeinu Tam V'zel Drushot Min Hagda Harav L'Chanich Shnei Zukos Tefillin. He put both the Tefillin on. B'Shachris and B'Mincha. It's B'Shachris and Mincha at Shachris time. But B'Mincha Hay Menich Tefillin the Shimusha Rabbah. So I looked this up as best I could. He does have a definition, but it's apparently a different kind of tefillin, or slightly different in some way. So he says, well, I've been reading the top. We could read it all together, like it's going faster that way, I think. So it's be'inin tefillin the Rabeinu Tam. He said, "Ba'atach Avraham b'vayr es akiyuv l'chanich tefillin the Rabeinu Tam." V'chein as a gavona sheyesh the kabin be'es anachasam. Also the gavona over there. So he said, "V'chadamarchu koisev min hagi arizach be'inin seder anachas tefillin." But the chida gavona sechah b'shal al tefillah shakris kamo shenirach b'machadrash holo. So we're going to see as it goes forward. He said, "B'choya menichat tefillin the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam b'yachad." They put them both on together. Arizach b'choya noeg l'chanich shnei zukos of tefillin the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam yachad. He had them both on at the same time. V'yos me'utach b'shnei tefillin the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam. And once he has this on, hoy mispal tefillah shachris. Then he would daven shachris. So he says, Kamosha Kasa. Let me see. Here we go. Kamosha Kasa beperik hakomets ki makom yesh berosh l'chanich bo shnei zugos. So over there apparently says this. It's a place and they had to put on two pairs. Bekevin sha'amrach begemor sheyesh makom berosh l'chanich shnei bezukot tefillin. Shema mina sheyesh l'chanich bedavka shnei zukos elu shal Rashi b'shal Rabeinu Tam the same time b'yachad. Now, I don't see exactly where the site reference was to that, but I'm sure it's around. I'm just keep moving. Now, this minhag is only for chakras. Of a mincha, of a betefillas a mincha, lo choya menicha bechalot tefillah the Rabeinu Tam. He only put them on. But the chiduk noeg harav shebetefillas a mincha lavush talus in tefillin the Rabeinu Tam belvad below tefillin the Rashi. So that's what he used to do at Mincha time. That's originally what he did. Then after that, he did the tefillin of Rashi. Then he changed it to Mincha. A zug tefillin to Rashi, the tefillas Mincha, and he did that. Let me see. So let's go on. So Kesavaras Shimusha Rabbah. So Kesavara Shimusha Rabbah. So this phrase Shimusha Rabbah, as Eilach Tefillin the Rashi, because he says when we're talking about these Tefillin the Rashi, Asach Rav Kashita is a Shimush Rabbah, a Shimusha Rabbah. So he goes according to that Shita. So he has to explain what is the Shita that he has a different set of Tefillin, not just a simple Rabeinu Tam Tefillin. Sounds like. So he says, Shehem etzba'ayim al etzba'ayim, they have to be at least 2 finger breaths, by 2 finger breaths. So I'm not sure what he means, but what the difference is, I was under the impression that all tefillin were very large. V'shitas, shimusha rabba, ki shegodl tefillin, that the size of the tefillin, hu be'etzba'ayim etzba'ayim. Shukuyim ad makom ma'avata. That is, and explaining also that there are lines in the tefillin that separate the box. It is tefillin shal rosh, but tefillin shal rosh, the shimusha rabba, those shloshat chachritzim. So the 3 different, I guess, cuts in the channels, something like that. The cuts in the overes b'makom hafrada. This is the place where there's 3 separations between the 4 different batim. They have to go all the way down these lines until you get to the place where the straps pass through. Both in she called bias of bias, haluk umfurud b'chaverus, that you would see that all of the different housings would be separated from the one next to them. Because acharitzim shall arba babatim shekuyim ad hamarvatos. So since they're sunk in other words, I guess he means that the separation goes all the way down to the bottom. Oz called bias mecha babatim nira chaluk v'nifra b'chaverus. So then they appear to be separated. Anira the head b'shem arba batim nifradim, and now you could see that they're actually four complete. Now he says that this is the kind of tefillin that the Rav wore at Mincha time. So when they're sewn together, toifrim as the tefillin begidim. So he says when you use that sinew or that type of thread, he says to sew them together. Hoyu chutim hagidim mapsikim v'ovrim b'tzoch acharitzim. So that he says apparently that you took. I'm not sure exactly how this works. We'll see that Tiv can help me out a little bit. He says again, hagidim, so the thread, mapsikim b'ovrim b'tzoch acharitzim, it was actually wrapped, strung, is that the right word, in between these houses, mamish b'tzad zeh v'tzad zeh, and they went from one side to the next. As chutei hagidim ovrecha b'toch acharitzim, they go inside of these lines, the separations, shebein bias the bias, mitzad panim mitzad ach, it goes all the way through it. Uva boker, and then in the morning he says, hoya lovish shnei zugus the Rashi Rabeinu Tam. So that's the difference between morning and afternoon according to the Rav. He said, but the tefillah sashakris hindiach Rav shnei zugus shall tefillin the Rashi Rabeinu Tam yachtav. That's what we just said. Of a mincha shall shimusha rabba levad, and then only that. Zug echad only, shall tefillin belvad, shehuhu kasabaras shimusha rabba, which is like the opinion of the, what we're holding, not the opinion, but what he was holding, that's what to do then. V'hoya oivech the tefillin elish the shimusha rabba, hem kafi shnei hasvaros the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam. Now he says that according to this, the two different opinions of Rashi and Rabeinu Tam is represented in the tefillin of Shemusha Rabbah. V'amar Rav zachar shebetefillin shal Shemusha Rabbah shemenicha betefillas hamincha hein naasim kifi shnei hasvaros biyachad. So that really puts the two svaros together. Shal Rashi and Rabeinu Tam. How do you do that? V'olid b'makam shtech hasvaros. But to fill in the Shemusha Rabbah, but so the way that you put them on, and the way that they're formed, Mo'il and the Poil and the Mala, they have an effect up above. Kapa'ulas Shtei Chashitas, the Rashi, and it has the same effect by using this, as if you were using the two tefillin of Rashi and Rabeinu Tam Gam Yachad together. Now, he doesn't explain that exactly. Well, let's see what he said. Ki mochin the Abba ve'ima, because the mochin the Abba ki become a mochin shehem mitzad Abba mitzad ima, shehem tefillin the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam. So we said before that the Rabeinu Tam tefillin and the tefillin of Abba. Let's read it. It's a tip. But tefillin the Rashi hem a mochin mitzad ima. But tefillin the Rabeinu Tam hem a mochin mitzad Abba. So good. So he says, Shenechem mischabram yachad, the two of them are joined together. Hamochin levitzad Abba mischabram yachad and the mochin levitzad Ima, they all joined together. He said, and they make one complete yichud now, that you're wearing both of them. But the Ima, so now after that they joined together these two mochin, Shehet tefillin the Rashi with the Rabeinu Tam. Him mitzarfim v'na'atzit zivug echad shall tefillin the Shemusha Rabbah. They can be joined together, and they have the same power. I guess that's what he said. The na'asim zug echad. They become really one zug, and that zug is the same thing as the tefillin the Shemusha Rabbah. V'zechad v'tam he used him as ba'ayim. So this is the reason why they have to be 2 finger breadths wide. But the chayin godel of the tefillin the Shemusha Rabbah, who it's ba'ayim and it's ba'ayim. Why? Connected Abba ve'Ima, because it refers really to Abba and Ima. The chayin shet tefillin the Shemusha Rabbah meram zecha b'chalamocha the Abba ve'Ima gam yachad the fichoch Shi'uru hu shtei itzbarus daik, it has to be two. I guess one refers to Abba, one refers to Ima. Okay, let me see what we're doing now, here where we're at. I think this is where we stop. Right here. Okay, we can do a little bit more. V'amnam ofen anachasam hu zeh. V'ate bevar Rav Seder anachas shnei zugos tefillin the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam b'yachad. Let's talk about it. Is a betachila yikane bezroga tefillin shel yad the Rashi. So now you're putting on the tefillin shel yad. This is the Rashi tefillin. Gal klal hu shel olam manichem techin the firish Rashi. V'lechein yachnis techilach b'chased ritzugos shel yad the Rashi bezroga. So first you put on the strap up the Rashi tefillin. And then after that, the tefillin shall yad the Rabeinu Tam. So then you put the Rabeinu Tam tefillin on. Shehiknis ritzuos at tefillin shall yad the Rashi bezrocha yaknis. That's resucha tefillin the Rabeinu Tam bezrocha. So after you put the first one on, that is the Rashi, then you put the Rabeinu Tam. But nimsa the fizah. Tefillin shall yad the Rashi heim l'malam at tefillin shall yad the Rabeinu Tam. So they're going to be up above. The Rashi ones are going to be higher. He said v'kevin shall aniach so tefillin the Rashi techila because you made them first. But l'mata b'chem and then below them heim at tefillin the Rabeinu Tam. Now we have just a little bit more to do here, and we'll finish it out. I think he said v'shnechem tefillin shall yad the Rashi v'Rabeinu Tam. So you put it on the muscle there, I guess it's the bicep. Small is on the left arm, so which is the upper joint, or the upper section of the arm. The hind of Perika Elyon shall hayad smallis, Shuha Perika Mechuba the Kosev, Vayanicham al Hatzad Elyon shall Azroa the Tzad Ma'alas, it's just explaining where it goes, but the Rashi Yiyah Lamala. But the Rashi one has to be up above Sama Klapit Tzad the Kosev, it will be closer, therefore, to the side of the shoulder. V'chatefilin shayad the Rashi Mekomach Bechedach Elyon, and the highest portion of that shall the Kivoras, V'chem Yosef Smuchim El Kosev Be'erik Tefillin the Rabeinu Tam. But the Rabeinu Tam, he says the Rabeinu Tam, the Samuk, the Perik, and Soy, they're going to be next to the lower Perik. But the Tefillin shall yad the Rabeinu Tam, Mkombo Mchul the Mata, the Tefillin the Rashi, the Hind of Shnechem, Bechedek Samuk, Yoser, Al Perik, and Soy, shall Azroas, and now he's explaining where it's going to be closer to the bottom, I guess, of the hand, Shuhu HaKona, the Nimsa Shekebet Shechanicha, the Healer, the Tefillin Sharashi, so since he puts the Tefillin Rashi first, the Chen Kusama, the causes, so therefore it's closer to the shoulder, V'achakach B'neicha Tefillin the Rabeinu Tam, the Chen Kusama, the Kone, Shuhu Perik and Soy, which is the middle section of the forearm, Shal Hayad. So let's stop here. There is more to say, but we're out of time. Thank you so much for learning with me today.